हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू शॉर्ट हैंड सुपर फास्ट राइटर्स। दोस्तों, अगर अभी तक आपने इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कर लें और बेल आइकन को दबाएं डेली शॉर्ट हैंड डिक्टेशंस के लिए। आज के मैटर की ट्रांसक्रिप्शन के लिए आप हमारे डिस्क्रिप्शन की लिंक पर जा सकते हैं और इस तरह की और भी डिक्टेशंस लिखने के लिए आप हमारे प्लेलिस्ट पर जा सकते हैं। शुरू करते हैं आज का डिक्टेशन। ट्रांसक्रिप्शन नंबर 295 वॉल्यूम नंबर 14 से एसएससी स्टेनोग्राफर ग्रेड सी के लिए। बी रेडी। 10 सेकेंड्स। 5 seconds. Start. One important recommendation to which government attaches considerable importance is the aspect of the training and inspection which the mover rightly emphasized. More than anything else, if the future of this industry is to be assured, if development has to be made on the basis of scientific and technological advances, then the greatest attention will have to be paid by the industry to training, cost accounting, and inspection. Even in the past, before this committee made this recommendation, we had lost no opportunity to remain the manufacturers to train as many of the personnel as possible and to so evolve the system of cost accounting and inspection that the after sale service and the service to be rendered to the consumer, whether a truck operator or a passenger car user, was established as in every developed and advanced country which had motorized to a considerable extent. I want to assure the House that we are laying the greatest possible emphasis on this project of the question, and we want to see that both in respect of the private sector and the public sector, when it comes out as a manufacturer, the greatest attention is paid to giving proper facilities for cost accounting, training and inspection, training of the staff at all levels, the floor managers, the middle managers and the top managers, the technicians at all levels, and so on. We also want to see that at every point of the different production analyzes every component, whether in the ancillary industry or in the large scale industry, is properly costed and inspected through statistical quality control and all the modern methods of productivity to ensure that the customer is served right. There is one other aspect to which I would like to draw attention. The highest priority is given to the commercial vehicles by this committee, as has been done in the past by the Tariff Commission. In the discussion on small cars, there are many other aspects which are far more important than even the cars, which of course are undoubtedly important and which have not been given attention to even by the reading public or by the honorable members of this House. I would like to draw attention to this aspect, which is a basic fact. The development of commercial vehicles is important for the development of the country's transport and should be given the highest possible attention. The question that arises next is as to what we are doing about the ancillary and spare parts. I would like to place a few facts before the House. 5 years back, there were only a dozen units making ancillaries, and that too not in a very scientific manner. The annual production was worth less than a crore of rupees. The House would be glad to know that as a result of the continuous developmental policy and guidance, both technical and otherwise, being rendered by the government, the development wing, and also by the industry, we have now been able to establish more than 200 units to produce ancillary parts all over the country. This figure relates to the last year, and about 20 or 30 more units would have come into the picture since then. The annual production of ancillaries is not a low one, as my friend Mr. Bhargav suggested, and it comes to a little more than 10 crores of rupees worth. This is a very welcome development. I would like to assure the House and the Jha committee have pointed out this thing, and I would like to reiterate it also that our automobile industry is not over centralized. All these concerns have been very considerate right from the beginning, and whatever could be produced scientifically and technically under their supervision is undertaken by them, and the rest of the ancillary products are taken up by small units in the 11th plan. It is our intention that more than the efforts made so far, we should develop what are called functional industries estates, and more than half a dozen functional industrial estates have been planned. They are to be made suitable and designed to the manufacture of automobile ancillary components. Every automobile has got about 4,000 to 5,000 parts and components. We want to group them on a scientific and technical basis and want to create 100 or 50 units in each of the functional industrial estates which would manufacture these ancillary components on a small scale basis. This will give a real sound basis for the future development of the ancillary products so far as the automobile industry is concerned. This is in line with our policy that all the industries must develop ancillary and small scale units as a feeder to the large scale manufacturing units. Therefore, in the future, we shall have a far more farmer basis and a more scientific basis as far as the small scale industries manufacturing ancillaries, spare parts, various components, etc. for the automobile industry are concerned. All these small scale industries should be developed. Mr. Chairman, there is no doubt that a measure of this kind is required when we want to promote public libraries in our country, and I am glad the Honorable Minister has taken this opportunity of giving us some idea of the policy of the government with regard to this matter. But what he has said is dismally disappointing. The Congress has been in power for so many years and the present government has been there after the new parliament was elected for about 5 years. All that we have been told is that they had set up only two new libraries and that another one will be started soon. The first one, of course, has been in existence for a long time. This is not a record which does credit to the government, but it only shows that insofar as the policy of promoting public libraries in this country is concerned, government has been dismally negligent. So thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe and share.